Alright, guys, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kree here, bringing us another Borderlands 3 video. And in this Borderlands 3 video, I'm going to be going over the Limitless lead build for Moze. The build is mainly focused on dumping as many bullets as you can without having to reload and not dying while doing it. Generally, the way I like to play this build is I like to be up in the enemy's face with some sort of shotgun, as you'll see in the build. But yeah, with that all being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, guys, here we are at the build. So to start things off, we're gonna be specing into the bottomless mag tree and the shield of retribution. We're not getting any love into the demolition woman in this one. So to start things off, we're gonna go ahead and read the shield of retribution tree. We have the armored infantry here. You know, while Moze's shields are active, she gains damage reduction, increased gun damage. I always love using this skill whenever I'm using this tree. 3 out of 5 into blot off ingenuity, 3 out of 3 into thin red line, 4 out of 5 into drowning in brass. We got 1 into experimental mutations. Whenever Moze scores a critical hit, she deals bonus incendiary damage. Then I have 3 into behind the curtain, and then my bloodletter class mod. That's what we're gonna be using. The phalanx doctrine and the desperate measures. There's only 1 into desperate measures, and there's 4 into phalanx doctrine from the class mod. If you don't have the class mod that expects into any of that, I would recommend putting 2 of your skill points into phalanx doctrine, and then I would definitely recommend maxing this out. And then you shouldn't put anything into force feedback or behind the iron curtain. Just saying, I was able to save some skill points. If you're not able to, then don't worry about putting too many skill points down here. So if you do, however, run force feedback, and then definitely max out behind the curtain. So once again, if you my class mod gives me 4 into phalanx doctrine and 1 into desperate measures. Highly recommend maxing out desperate measures and only putting 2 into phalanx doctrine. Okay, cool. Moving on over to the bottomless mag tree. So we're gonna be running Cloud of Lead. Occasionally Moze's and Iron Bear shots will deal additional incendiary damage and won't consume ammo. Then we're actually gonna be running match set here. Okay, so the reason we're gonna be running match set is because basically the way this works is that Moze's currently equipped weapon gains a stacking bonus to magazine size and decreased heat per shot for every piece of equipped gear that has a matching manufacturer. Keep that in mind. I just threw 1 in Scrappy because I had a skill point left over, and you totally don't have to throw anything into Scrappy. I just chose to throw it here. I would definitely recommend throwing 1 into redistribution. After Moze scores a critical hit, she regenerates ammo for a few seconds. Then stoke the embers, increase incendiary damage. That's very good when running 5 out of 5 in Cloud of Lead. Then I always like to run Russian Offensive when I'm using a Moze when I'm running around consistently. It allows you to shoot and sprint at the same time. 3 out of 5 into Scorching RPMs. Moze gains increased fire rate and critical hit damage. Iron Bank, increased magazine size. Nothing in a click here. Then we have some for the road. After Moze gains infinite ammo after she exits Iron Bear. So if you are about to shoot a boss, you can go into your Iron Bear, come out, and have some infinite ammo for a little bit. If you don't want to spec into this, you totally don't have to. You can save yourself a skill point here, or here and here, if you really don't want to use any of these 1 point like trees with one of your skill points. I just chose to. However, you totally don't have to. And then at the bottom here we have Forge. Moze constantly regenerates ammo for her currently equipped weapon. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up the skill trees here. Iron Bear, it doesn't really matter what you're doing because you're not gonna be even using Iron Bear hardly at all. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to the weapons here. So first off, we have the Brainstormer here. Mainly I have this bad boy to rip off shields. Mine has 21% crit damage, which is pretty nice, and 64% weapon accuracy. We're actually been running 2 butchers. If you don't have a butcher, I would say a good change up is maybe a conference call. But the reason why we're using 2 butchers here along with the Brainstormer is because they're all Hyperion weapons, and we're running match set. You want to run weapons of the same manufacturer. The only exception I have here is the Cutsman. So if you have a handsome jackhammer that's shock, I would 100% recommend putting that on over this because it's Hyperion and it will heal your shields. The only reason I have my Cutsman on here is because it's shock and it will give me my shields back if I'm in a pinch. The reason why, I'll be getting into in a second. Running a second butcher, as I said earlier, this one has radiation damage. That's you know, Hyperion, so that we're getting the stacks here from the match set bonus. And then we're going to be running the Transformer Shield. So I said if you don't have a Cutsman, or if you have a handsome jackhammer that has shock on it, I would 100% throw that on over the Cutsman. I unfortunately don't have it, so I'm just going with my second best option here. But once again, it's also Hyperion, so we're still getting the stacking bonus. Class mod is the Bloodletter. Very good class mod. If Moze would be healed, she gains shield instead. If she would regenerate health, she also gains shield regeneration. Yeah, really freaking good class mod. And then any grenade, I would say if you have any Hyperion grenade, throw it right here. Or any grenade that matches, you know, your weapons loadout. I'm running this one because, you know, everything else I'm using besides the Cutsman is Hyperion, so I want the stacks. And then obviously we're going to be running a Deathless artifact here because we're going to putting everything into our shield, as you know, it goes hand in hand with our Bloodletter and our build. So yeah, that wraps up the basis of the build, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video, guys. Alright guys, well that is going to just about do it. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them down in the comments below, as well as feel free to check out some of my other builds that I will have linked in the outro later on the video. But yeah guys, with that all being said guys, make sure to drop your load on the like button and give that bell, the little bell down there, make sure to give a little love tap for me. I greatly appreciate it. My name's Kree, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Me